Hey, air signs, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. King of Swords. This is your reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Please check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The oracle is not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, air signs, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them, take what applies, and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It's greatly appreciated. Three of Pentacles, working together, collaborating. You have the Three of Cups. So coming together here. You have the Temperance in the reverse, Sagittarius energy. There could be a Sagittarius involved in this situation. The Temperance in the reverse is also not being very patient. So it could be that there's a coming together or something here working out, but being a little bit impatient in regards to the results. You have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. It could, for some of you, be a third-party situation. So the Ace of Wands in the reverse is a delay in this coming together. Something passionate, action. It's action-oriented. This could be even an idea, something creative here, working together with someone and celebrating it, but needing to be patient because it's not time yet, or it hasn't come about yet. Okay, so we have the Emperor in the reverse, Aries energy here. So the Emperor in the reverse could be somebody here who's very stubborn, who's also very controlling. So you could have been dealing with an individual who was all about their way or the highway. You have the Fool card in the reverse. So really not wanting to make a selfish move. And that's a good thing. Okay, so if you're being patient here, not taking a leap of faith as of yet, seems to be the good route to take. You have the Nine of Cups in the reverse as well. So not feeling fulfilled here, not getting what you want. Is it that you were expecting someone to change? Or is someone not willing to collaborate with you? You have the Ten of Swords, so feeling pain here. Feeling like you've done a lot and this person kept stabbing you in the back, or that you've been putting all in the work. You've been the kind person and this person kind of just leaves you for dead. You have the Devil card, Capricorn energy here. So far it's not looking good. You have the Strength card, Leo energy here. So either you're hoping to come together with a Leo. Doesn't have to be, but this is also having the strength to battle this, which you can, because the one that overcomes the devil would be the Strength card here. And you have the Knight of Wands, which is taking action. So it's like easy does it, then you'll take action. We'll clarify here, because it could also be that because things are not going your way, you're going to end up taking matters into your own hands. So let's see here and clarify these cards for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Nine of Swords. So worried about coming together here. Whether or not they want to work it out with you, or they're feeling in this way about you. So you have the King of Pentacles, a Capricorn, Taurus, a Virgo. So maybe coming together with them. You have the Death card. So you definitely want to put an end to this whole having to wait. This is also a change here. Scorpio energy. It could be that there's an unbalanced Scorpio in the mix, or something has ended with a Sagittarius or changed. So you have the King of Swords here, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So maybe this is you. Maybe you didn't begin something with them. Or was it kind of like this, they start something, you don't, you start something, they don't. You have the Chariot card here. So this is about definitely being in control. Somebody here wants to constantly be in control of the situation. But, you know, And I'm not siding with anyone. I always try to side with the person who's listening, right? So it could go vice versa. But to give the person the benefit of the doubt, which is probably the easiest way we can have compassion for someone and try to forgive and let go of the energy, is this individual here might have had a lot of issues in regards to control. So it could be that they had a very difficult life, maybe in their childhood, before you, whatever it may be, where they felt a lot of imbalances, a lot of lack of security, whether they felt that they were constantly being not pushed over, not stepped on. They just never felt secure. Maybe the person, let's say for example, they had a childhood where their security lied on one parent, okay? And that parent wasn't able to provide them the security, or they were, but they chose not to, or they were, I don't know why I'm getting molested kids who are, or even young adults who are, that destroys their lack of security and trust and things of this nature, even in self-worth. So you could have been dealing with an individual here who's had a troublesome childhood. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be something like that traumatic. Everyone feels pain depending on their own situation. You can't say, oh, well, because I suffered this, that person who's suffering that did not suffer more than me. Absolutely, we cannot say that. We cannot be biased to these situations, because everyone suffers pain, and according to their own, we can say karma, according to whatever they can carry. You know how they say universe is only going to give you, or God is only going to give you what you can carry, the cross that you can bear. Sometimes we might look at someone else's cross and be like, well, that cross is so much smaller than mine. But who's to say that you are not much stronger than that person, or you haven't gone through, or you were able to carry something like that? You get what I'm saying? I feel like you're dealing with an individual, or have dealt with somebody here who has a lot of traumatic experiences, okay? And unfortunately, sometimes we're sent, not unfortunately, fortunately, if you are spiritually elevated and you're more prepared to deal with a situation like this, to help this person grow, fantastic. Which, and in turn, that person helps you to grow as well. You know, it's not that, oh, I'm better than them, I'm more spiritually capable. No, it's absolutely not that. It's, you're meant to be there for a purpose. However, if you're dealing with a person who does not understand it in that way, it's so much more harder for them to change, because you are triggering things, which is enabling them to look at their situation and heal. They're taking it as you're the one causing the problem. You're the one doing this, and that. And instead of looking at themselves and at the situation and, you know, looking at the other side of the coin, maybe putting the blame on you constantly. Like, to a certain extent, I almost feel bad for this person. And you might think, oh, no, don't feel bad for this person. But if you come from a place of compassion, like, pretend this person never hurt you. Pretend this person was never in your life and this was like a complete stranger. And you saw through some special lens the reality that they live, or the childhood that they've experienced. You would feel for them, you know? Okay. This is coming from an empath who has a very difficult time with dealing with certain people's emotions, because I take that as my own. Anyway, don't like to talk about me. Anyway, this is about you. King of Wands here, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, with the Fool card in the reverse. Now, this could be that this person has Aries, Sagittarius, Leo in their chart, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or maybe you do. But regardless of the fact, the King of Wands is somebody here who's a leader. He's an action taker. But he thinks before he takes action, right? He contemplates on it, and then he goes. Like the King of Pentacles right here. He thinks about it, he analyzes it, but then he takes his time with it. King of Wands is much quicker. So it could be with the Fool card, it's like, not risking it, looking at it, but I'm not taking a leap of faith as of yet, or it's not the right time, okay? As much as you want to. We have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So again, soulmate connection, meant to be together for this purpose. Now, some people, they choose not to be together anymore because they can't take it anymore, or they can take it, but the other person refuses to do their own part to change. There's no judgment here. No judgment whatsoever. You know, back in the day, people used to stay together much longer and endure the suffering. And for some, it could be out of love, and for some, it could be out of embarrassment that, oh, if it was taboo to leave your person. And nowadays, it's like everyone is leaving each other, and there's a high rate of this. But in part of because we're more familiar with ourselves, or is it in part because we're less tolerable? So this is where we have to see, this is where we can't judge other people, you know? Can't judge other people for leaving, we can't judge other people for staying. To each their own, and each person needs to follow their intuition, and some people don't follow their intuition. Sometimes we need to hang in a little bit longer, and sometimes we don't. So I don't know, it's up to you. I mean, it's your own. You listen to your intuition. I'm just reading what's here. Four of Swords here. So with the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So this is possibly taking some time right now to reflect, to find your happiness within, okay? If there has been any kind of codependency, then that is definitely what this is calling for. Happiness does not come from outside, even though it can help and play a part, absolutely. But if we don't find happiness within, we will always be attached to somebody else. And so if that person has to go on a different life path, it's like, no, why? Why are you leaving me? And when it's nothing personal. Finding happiness within. Okay? Nine of Cups in the reverse with the Four of Swords is also reflecting on what it is you truly desire. How do you want to move forward? What is it that you want? Maybe you don't know what you want. Maybe you thought you knew what you wanted. And that's why you're not taking the leap of faith. Because you're coming to this conclusion of really resting and taking a break. And for some of you, somebody doesn't like that communication was cut off. Others of you not feeling happy and therefore taking a break. Or not happy with a break. Okay. Clarifying the Ten of Swords is the World card here. So a completion of a cycle here, a completion of pain, a completion of, it's just something here is, the chapter is closed for a new beginning. Okay? Clarifying the Devil, we have the Seven of Cups, so options. Could be that somebody here also, their thoughts, could be the ego here is, or their pride, something here is enabling someone, not allowing someone to either make a choice or to be clear-headed, because in their mind, the little devil on their shoulder is speaking to them, which is leaving them clouded and confused here. Somebody here could also have other options if this was a third-party situation. Somebody here could also be obsessively thinking and dreaming, dreamland, and not having their feet planted on the ground, much like the Emperor would if he was in the upright position. Maybe this is why somebody doesn't know what they want, why this new beginning isn't surfacing, because somebody is not grounded as of yet. Anyway, Strength card, we have the Two of Wands. So having the strength here to make a decision, to make a choice. Maybe hoping that a Leo chooses you or you them. And we have the Seven of Swords. I don't like the Seven of Swords is here with the Knight of Wands. This could also be taking action, but in a very strategic way. Planning a way to get in or to get out. This could be a player energy, but the Knight of Wands is not in the reverse. But it could be. Somebody here could have player tendencies. And this is what you need to watch out for. Pay attention to the red flags, as they say. Tell me about this Knight of Wands with the Seven of Swords, please. Eight of Wands. Three of Swords. Okay, so for some of you, this is because of the Fool card here in the reverse and the Ace of Wands. Remember I was saying taking your time. It's not time to take a leap of faith. Some of you might rush in to take that leap, to go right in instead of being patient and taking time, etc., healing, whatever it is, and it's going to cause a heartbreak here. Nine of Pentacles, and maybe even cause somebody here to be single. Five of Cups, regret, the Tower, a breakage here, Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Aquarius at the bottom of the deck with the Star card. Now, it could be that there is communication, that somebody here was being sneaky, and therefore somebody is very sad, but they're going to have to break away. All right, air signs. What is the message for the air signs, please? Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. That's what we're talking about here. Don't rush in. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Forgiving and learning, which we were talking about. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. At the bottom of the deck, finances, a career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. This could be a work situation. Okay, and that's why maybe that's showing up. Finances, a career. This could also have to do with money. It could have to do with practical things. Doesn't even have to do with finances. It could just be practical things as well. All right. I don't really think I feel like I need to clarify anything else. I think it's been pretty much set. So, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, if you resonated, do let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.